Before we go into the pastimes of Lord Sri Krishna, we will know what happened before Krishna was born. What happened? How did he appear? Because where do Krishna live?
Goloka Vrindavan.
Goloka Vrindavan. And where are we living?
In the material world.
Material world.
So Krishna lives in a spiritual world, right?
Yes, Mataji.
So we all know the differences between spiritual and material world. All of you know, right? Anybody wants to add few things to the differences of material and spiritual world? Anybody wants to say one big difference, material and spiritual world? Okay, Mihika.
The spiritual world does not have the cycle of birth and death, and it's everything spiritual.
Okay. So in material world, the world that we are living in, the globe, the universe, the earth we are living in, we are also a combination of matter and spirit. So, but in spiritual world, everything is spirit. There is no matter. Joshna, what do you want to add?
In the spiritual world, everyone is at bliss. In the material world, everyone has at least something to worry about.
Wonderful. Material world, whoever comes to this material world, they have to go through the miseries. 3 kinds of miseries. Miseries means sadness you get, or you get hurt or suffering. Either from your own body, that you fall sick, or from your mind, like somebody says something to you or you did something wrong, you will be feeling bad whole day. Miseries given by the natural calamities, like you have a tornado, you have a cyclone, then you all will suffer. And the other one, miseries given by other living entities, like your relatives, friends, family, all the other things. So every one of us has to go through this, and also has to go through birth, old age, disease, and death. So all these are also painful. Birth is also painful. Death is also painful. When you get disease, obviously it is painful. When you become old also, sometimes it is very, very painful for many of the people, because we get something or the other. Okay. So we got 2 differences of material and spiritual world. So Sri Krishna lives in his spiritual world, highest place in the entire creation, and he comes down to material world. So does anybody know why he comes down? Other than Mihika and Joshna, anybody wants to try? Just try. There is no right or wrong answers. Bhumi, go ahead. Go ahead, Bhumi.
কি বলতেছে কি দেখতেছিস
Could you repeat the question again?
Bhumi, go ahead.
Could you repeat the question again?
Why Krishna comes to this material world?
To kill the demons and make the earth peaceful.
Okay. Okay. So good. That is good answer. Meenakshi?
To kill Kans.
To kill Kams. Krishna came to kill Kams. It's even more specific. Very good. Mitran?
Krishna came to earth because he wanted to send us a message.
Wonderful. Yes. Krishna came to this world to also give us a message that we all belong to spiritual world. And he came and shows how a spiritual person will be. Very good. Manhar? What is your answer?
To do his pastimes.
To do his pastimes. Okay. That is also an answer. Keshrag?
To give peace and love.
Wonderful. To give peace to world. But there is one important point everybody is missing. Let me see who will say that. Mihika, go ahead.
To fulfill the desires of his devotees.
Wonderful. Joshna, what do you have?
To protect his devotees.
Yes, to protect his devotees. So Mihika also told the same thing, but the exact one he says, Paritranaya sadhunam. I first come to protect my devotees. Because I have come, I will also kill the demons. He doesn't specifically come to kill a demon. He comes to protect his devotees. So that's why Krishna comes down. So now we will see what has happened here before Krishna was born. So I have made this slide and I would like all of you to take turns and read. So we will see if every one of you can read, that will be really, really nice. I want an active participation because we are all having a conversation, mostly interactive session. So all of us, after spending 1 hour, we take something back with us. So it should not be something like both of us, you are spending your 1 hour time and I really value all of your time. So we will be definitely learning. And when we are reading and understanding, I want all of you to note down some points to share with me at the end. So I want you all to quickly raise your hands so that I can call and you all can read and then we can quickly get into the story. What happened? Okay, Bhumi, go ahead and start.
Once the world was overburdened by the unnecessary defense force of different kings, who were actually demons but were posing themselves as the royal order. At that time, the whole world became perturbed, and the predominating deity of this earth, known as Bhumi, went to see Lord Brahma to tell of her calamities due to the demoniac kings. Bhumi assumed as the shape of a cow and presented herself before Lord Brahma with tears in her eyes.
Awesome, Bhumi. Meenakshi? Can you read, Meenakshi? Second paragraph.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was unmuted.
Okay.
Okay. She was bereaved and was weeping just to invoke the Lord's compassion. She related the calamitous position of the earth, and after hearing this, Lord Brahma became much aggrieved, and he at once started for the ocean of milk, where Lord Vishnu resides. Lord Brahma was accompanied by all the demigods, headed by Lord Shiva, and Bhumi also followed. Arriving on the shore of the milk ocean, Lord Brahma began to pacify Lord Vishnu, who had formerly saved the earthly planet by assuming the transcendental form of a boar.
So Bhumi, Mother Earth, when will she feel so much pain? She can carry any amount of people, houses, big buildings, she carries. But when there are bad people on the earth, she gets burdened. She cannot take the bad people. She can take any number of citizens, any number of good people. But bad people, if they are more, then she gets burdened. So she feels very, very helpless because the bad people are causing so much havoc and chaos on the earth. So every time she sees increase of demons, she just don't sit and wait like, okay, someone will come and help me, I should not be seeking help, like that she won't. She immediately goes to Lord Brahma to explain her situation and seeking help. So sometimes we keep all our problems inside us and we don't seek help, but seeking help at the right time with the right people can really bring help to us and remove our problem. So Bhumi knows who to go and ask for help. So she goes to Lord Brahma in the form of a cow. She goes, you all may be wondering how, if she goes, then earth won't be here. No, earth will be still like that, but she can personify herself as a beautiful lady like Bhumi or like cow. So she dresses herself as cow. She takes a form of a cow, and then she goes to Lord Brahma and cries there, telling all her troubles, like how these demon kings are troubling her. Brahma gets very angry. Brahma says, like, okay, I'm now going to Lord Vishnu, because Lord Vishnu maintains this universe. So he takes care of all these things. So Brahma, as soon as he come to know the trouble of earth, one of the planets on this universe, he goes to Lord Vishnu he goes near the ocean on which Lord Vishnu is lying with all the Devi Devatas, Lord Shiva, Lord Brahma, Bhumi, everybody go there. And they stand at the shore of the ocean and then they start offering their prayers because they know that Lord Vishnu is going to help them, because there are examples in the past how he has taken different forms and came to help. There was never an incident where any demon was not defeated by Krishna. He somehow or the other, the demons always think that they are smart and they will ask all kinds of boons in a way that they think, oh, Krishna cannot break this spell. But Krishna always breaks it. He finds a way and he kills them. Next. So who is going to read next? I'm going to call the names. Okay, Mihika and Mitran, you both share this slide. So go ahead, Mihika.
Okay, Mataji. In the Vedic mantras, there is a particular type of prayer called Purusha Sukta. And generally, the demigods offer their obeisances unto Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by chanting the Purusha Sukta. It is understood herein that the predominating deity of every planet can see the Supreme Lord of this universe, Brahma, whenever there is some disturbance on his planet. And Brahma can approach the Supreme Lord Vishnu not by seeing him directly, but by standing on the shore of the ocean of milk. There is a planet within the universe called Shvetadvipa, and on that planet there is an ocean of milk. It is understood from various Vedic literatures that just as there is the ocean of salt water on this planet, there are various kinds of oceans on other planets.
Mitran?
Somewhere there is an ocean of milk, somewhere there is an ocean of oil, and somewhere there is an ocean. There are oceans of liquid and many other types of liquids. The Purusha
Sukta
is a standard prayer which the demigods recite to appease the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Shirodaka Sai Vishnu.
Shirodaka Sai Vishnu. Because he is lying on the ocean of milk, he is called the Sai Vishnu. He is the form of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, through whom all incarnations within this universe appear.
Very good. So anybody on any planet can personify themselves, and then can they go to Brahma and complain, put their complaint in front of Brahma. And Brahma goes and talks to Lord Vishnu. He does not directly go and meet him. He waits on the shore of the milk ocean on which Lord Vishnu is lying on an Ananta Sesha. And then he will go there and they will first offer prayers. So as soon as they go, they don't start complaining. They don't start giving their complainings. So this is the structure of the prayers. Even when we go to temple, first thing that we have to do is like we offer prayers to the Lord, praising the Lord, all the beautiful things that Lord has done. So that is the structure of prayer. Let's say you have a trouble for which you wanted to seek help of Krishna. Before you seek help, first we have to offer the prayers or glorifying Lord. So we have to glorify Lord first. So that is how all the Devi Devatas, Brahma, Vishnu, they all went and they started offering the prayers. And those prayers are called as Purusha Sukta. And they recite that to please the Lord. And they went to the ocean of milk. So similarly, different planets have different kinds of oceans. The only ocean that we see here is ocean of salt water. Did anybody saw ocean of oil or ocean of milk or any other ocean anywhere in this planet Earth? Anybody saw any time?
No.
No.
So we can't see that. We can only see ocean of salt water. But in different planets, there are different kinds of oceans. So this is a fact that we should know about the universe and about different planets, so that we know like how it looks. So we can picturize in our mind. So thank you. Next I have Elisha and Joshna. Did I spell your name correct? Okay. Elisha, go ahead.
Anna. After all the demigods offered the Purusukta prayer to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, they apparently heard no response. Then Lord Brahma personally sat in meditation, and there was a message transmission from Lord Vishnu to Brahma. Brahma then broadcast the message to the demigods. That is the system of receiving Vedic knowledge.
Okay, go ahead and read next paragraph also.
The Vedic knowledge is received first by Brahma from the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the medium of the heart. As stated in the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam,
Tene Brahma Hrudayadi Kavaye.
Tene Brahma Hrade
Hrudayadi Kavaye.
The transcendental knowledge of the Vedas was transmitted to Lord Brahma through the heart. Here also in the same way, only Brahma could understand the the message transmitted by Lord Vishnu, and he broadcast it to the demigods for their immediate action.
Wonderful. Joshna, continue.
The message was this: the Supreme Personality of Godhead would appear on the earth very soon along with his supreme powerful potencies, and as long as he remains on the earth planet to execute his mission of annihilating the demons and establishing the devotees, the demigods should also remain there to assist him. They should all immediately take birth in the family of the Yadu dynasty, wherein the Lord would also appear in due course of time. The Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, Krishna, would personally appear as the son of Vasudeva. Before his appearance, all the demigods along with their wives should appear in different pious families in the world just to assist the Lord in executing his mission. The exact word used here is tat priyartham, which means the demigods should appear on the earth in order to please the Lord. In other words, any living entity who lives only to satisfy the Lord is a demigod. The demigods were further informed that Ananta, the plenary portion of Lord Krishna, who is maintaining the universal planets by extending his millions of hoods, would also appear on earth before Lord Krishna's appearance. They were also informed that the external potency of Vishnu, Maya, with whom all the conditioned souls are enamored, would also appear by the order of the Supreme Lord, just to execute his purpose.
So all the Devi Devatas, Brahma, Lord Shiva, Bhumi, everybody went and offered Purusha Sutra prayers to Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu got pleased, but Lord Vishnu did not appear in front of them. He spoke to Lord Brahma. He spoke to Lord Brahma, that too not like one-on-one talk. Lord Brahma sat in meditation, and then Lord Vishnu transferred the message to Brahma. And Brahma then broadcasted that message to all the Devi Devatas. So this is how Brahma also received the Vedic knowledge. He received the first Vedic knowledge from Krishna, from Vishnu, directly through the heart. So that's why it is called Brahmadi Kavaye. Tene Brahma Hrudayadi Kavaye. So it is not that it was spoken outside, it was conveyed through heart. So that is the way of receiving the Vedic knowledge. Only Brahma can understand that message, and Brahma tells the information to Brahma shares that information with everybody. So what did Krishna say? What did Lord Vishnu or Krishna told Brahma? He told that I am going to come because my devotee Bhumi has come here and complained that she is getting troubled by these people. So I'm definitely going to go down and protect her. Before that, I want all the Devi Devatas to go and take birth in Vrindavan, Mathura, all these places where I'm going to come and reside. So I want them to first go and take birth. Then I will come and take birth, and my external potency, Maya Devi, also comes there, and we are going to protect all the people along with Bhumi. That's why Vrindavan is very sacred, because Vrindavan, we see that not only Krishna was born there, that's why it's sacred, but everybody in Vrindavan, even the grass, the dust, tree, anything in Vrindavan is very, very sacred because they're all Devi Devatas. And if you all see here, anybody who lives their life and works for Krishna and satisfies Krishna are called Devatas. So that is actually the Devi Devatas, demigods, they do. The only thing they have in mind is that they have to please Krishna, follow Krishna's order. So even we will become Devi Devatas when we follow orders of Krishna. So where will I find what are the orders of Krishna? How can I know? Because Krishna is not talking directly to me. But how do I know what is the order of Krishna? Okay, I see Mihika rising. Okay.
Mataji, can I answer?
Yeah.
So, we can read this, the holy, like all the Srimad Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and like all the scriptures, and all,
Yes.
and we can listen to exalted devotees' lectures.
Yeah. Scriptures, especially Bhagavad Gita, Krishna spoke and told how a human being should behave. So when we read that, we will know what are Krishna's orders. And if we follow those orders, then we also become Devi Devtas because we are working for the satisfaction of the Lord. So we will get ourselves elevated even when we are living in this material world. So Govinda and Manhar will read the next screen. Go ahead. Govinda?
Okay. After instructing the pacifying of demigods as well as Bhumi, and with sweet words, Lord Brahma, the father and the Prajapatis, or the prioritization of the universal population, departed to the own abode, the highest material planet called Brahmaloka. The leader of Yadudhan dynasty, King Suryasena, as ruling over the country known as Mathura, wherein lies the city of Mathura, as well as the district known as Surasen, which has named after him. One, on account of the rules of King Suryasen, Mathura became the capital of all the kings and the Yadus. Mathura has also made the capital of the king of the Yadu dynasty because the Yadus were a very pious family and knew that Mathura is the place that Lord Krishna lives eternally, just as he also lives in Dwaraka.
Okay. Manhar, go ahead.
Mataji, can you call on someone else? Because I'm logging from a different device right now.
Okay, sure. Who else wants to read? Can they who did not read before can raise their hands? Geeta, can you go ahead and read from Once Upon a Time?
Once upon a time, Vasudeva, the son of Surasen, years after marrying, Devaka was going home on his chariot with his newly wedded wife. The father of Devaka, known as Devaka, had contributed a sufficient ground because he was affectionate towards his daughter. At that time, Kamsa, the son of
Ugrasena.
Ugrasena, in order to please his sister Devaki, had volunteered taking the wind of the horse of Vasudev Sadhner, and was joining according to the custom of the Vedic civilization. When a girl is married, the brother takes the sister and the brother to their home.
Next paragraph. The procession was passing. The procession was passing very pleasantly, very pleasingly, and Kamsa was driving the chariot. When suddenly there was a miraculous sound vibrated from the sky, which especially announced to Kamsa, Kamsa, you're such a fool. You're driving the chariot of your sister and your brother-in-law, but you do not know that the eighth child of the sister will kill you. So after giving the message of Lord Krishna, Vishnu, to all the Devi Devatas and also Bhumi, Lord Brahma actually pacified Bhumi. He gave her courage, confidence that don't worry, you go back. Lord said that he is going to come and protect you. You go back to your home and Lord is going to come and protect you. After that, the leader of the Edu dynasty is known as Surasena. He was ruling over Mathura. In Mathura, Krishna is going to be born. So Surasena was ruling over Mathura. And on account of the rule of King Surasena, Mathura became the capital city of all the kings of Edu. So Mathura is the capital of the Edu dynasty. And Edus were very pious people. They were very nice. And Mathura is the place where Lord Sri Krishna lives eternally. So even today, if we go to Mathura, Vrindavan, near Delhi, Krishna, still today, there are some pastimes that happen, and the devotees there believe Krishna is living there eternally. So he also lives in Dwaraka. Vrindavan, Mathura, and Dwaraka that we have here are also, they are just replicas, or just they are there in the spiritual world also, where Lord Sri Krishna lives. So Krishna was born in Mathura. He was raised in Vrindavana until 16 years. After that, when he becomes king, he goes back and he makes Dwaraka as his capital. So Vasudeva is the son of Surasena. So Vasudeva is the son of Surasena. So he married Devaki. Devaki is daughter of Devaka. And who is Devaka? Devaka is Ugrasena's brother. And Ugrasena is father of Kamsa. So do you all get now? So Kamsa's father is Ugrasena. Ugrasena's brother is Devaka. And Devaki is daughter of Devaka. So they are cousin brothers, brother and sister. Because Devaki and Kamsa's fathers are brothers. So in that way, Kamsa was the elder brother of Devaki. So Vasudeva and Devaki were married, and a big procession was going on because Devaki is going back to her father-in-law's place. So brother, like a responsible brother, Kamsa is riding the chariot and taking Vasudeva and Devaki on the chariot very happily, all jovially, nice, happy. It was all a happy moment. Suddenly, Kamsa hears a voice from sky, which says, Kamsa, you are such a fool. You're driving the chariot of a lady who is going to give birth to somebody who is going to kill you. You're such a fool, Kamsa. He hears that. Kamsa gets so agitated, so scared, because Kamsa is always fearful of death. And that too, when he knows that Krishna is going to kill him, he was always fearful of Krishna. So because of that fear, he was always thinking about Krishna. So now let's see what happened. So the happy moment quickly turned into bad moment. Okay, now Manhar, go ahead. Manhar?
Okay. Do I read the
Yeah. Go ahead and read. And somebody who didn't read so far, can you all please raise your hands and read? Take turn and read. There is nothing wrong, please. Okay, go ahead, Manhar.
Okay. Kamsa was the son of Ugrasena of the Bhoja dynasty. It is said that Kamsa was the most demoniac of all the Bhoja dynasty kings. Immediately after hearing the prophecy from the sky, he caught hold of Devaki's hair and was just about to kill her with his sword. Vasudeva was astonished at Kamsa's behavior, and in order to pacify the cruel, shameless brother-in-law, he began to speak as follows. With great reason and evidence, he said, My dear brother-in-law Kamsa, you're the most famous king of the Buddha dynasty, and people know that you are the greatest warrior and valiant king. How is it that you are so infuriated and you are prepared to kill a woman with your own sister at this auspicious time of her marriage. Why should you be so much afraid of death? Death is already born along with your birth. From the very day you took your birth, you began to die. Suppose you are 25 years old. That means you have already died 25 years. Every time, every second, you are dying. Why then should you be so much afraid of death? Final death is inevitable. You may die this day or in 100 years. You cannot avoid death. Why should you be so much afraid?
The covering influence of material nature is so strong that the living entity is satisfied in whatever body he gets, and he identifies with the body with great pleasure. Therefore, I beg to request you not to be overwhelmed by the dictation of your mind and body. So Bhoja dynasty, Bhoja is the name of a place. So Kamsa actually belongs, he is the king of that place. It's a dynasty, like how Krishna's dynasty is Edu dynasty. Kamsa belongs to a different dynasty, like how Lord Ram belongs to Raghu Vamsa. So like how all of you have a family names, like that Kamsa belongs to Bhoja dynasty. He is not actually king of the Mathura. He was king of the Bhoja dynasty. He was, Kamsa was the son of Ugrasena. But when he heard this prophecy in the sky, he became so angry because he was coming with all his kings and everybody, his chariot, and also he removed immediately the sword and he tried to kill Devaki. Vasudeva got shocked. How can he do this? Devaki was such a loving sister of Kamsa, and just few minutes before, he was so nice to his sister. He was talking, he was joking, he was happy. He's giving her he is giving her so many gifts. And suddenly, when he heard that he's going to be killed by Devaki's son, immediately Devaki became his enemy. So, because Kamsa is so obsessed that he is a king, he listens to his mind and body, and he thinks that he's going to live forever. He started acting like a demon. Even before that, Kamsa was very cruel and shameless. Shameless means he doesn't follow any rules told by Krishna. He only thinks whether he is happy or not. To be happy, he will do any bad thing. He doesn't think twice whether I'm doing right thing or wrong thing. So that is the nature of Kamsa. So any one of us who is thinking like that, I will not follow any rules. I'll just make sure that I'm happy. I'm going to enjoy. Then we all also have Kamsa inside us. So we have to be very, very careful. So Saisha, can you read, Saisha?
Yes. Should I read from Vasudeva?
Yes. I need one more volunteer after Saisha to read who did not read so far. Don't feel any shy. Raise your hand who didn't read and read. Go ahead, Saisha.
Vasudeva was requested Kamsa not to do anything.
Saisha, we can't hear you clearly. Now we can't hear you at all. Saisha, can you go ahead? Read.
Vasudeva, can you hear me now?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Vasudeva thus requested Kamsa not to be envious of his newly married sister. One should not be envious of anyone, because envy is cause of fear, both in this world and in the next. When one is envious, because envy is cause fear.
When one is before Yamaraja,
the Lord of Punishment after death, Vasudeva appealed to Kamsa on behalf of
Devaki,
stating that she was his younger sister. He also appealed at an auspicious moment. At the time of marriage, a younger sister or brother.
We can't hear you, Saisha, again. Is supposed to be protected as one's child.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
The position is overall so delicate. Vasudeva resigned that if you kill her, it will go against your high reputation.
Very good. In this way, Vasudeva tried to pacify Kamsa by good instruction as well as philosophical discrimination. But Kamsa was not able to be pacified because his association was demonic. Because of his demonic association, he was a demon, although born in a very high royal family. So there are two important points in these two paragraphs. We should never be envy of anybody, because envy is going to cause us fear, not just in this life, but the next life. And we are going to suffer for our enviousness. And now Vasudeva is telling Kamsa, don't be envy of your sister. So don't be cruel, don't be demonic. But what can Kamsa do? Kamsa always, even though Kamsa was born in a very good family, but he failed in making good friends.
I have a question.
Yes.
Like, who shouted out the thing that made Kamsa realize that Devki's 8th kid will kill him? Like, who said the message from the sky?
Akashavani, Maya, Yoga Maya. She told that message from the. She gave him a hint before that he's going to be killed.
So
like
did
a prophecy.
anyone else hear it or just him?
I think everybody heard that, and everybody knows that. Vasudeva, Devaki, everybody heard that because it was loud, like how we do an announcement broadcast like that. It's not that it was only told to him. Okay, Meenakshi?
Okay, thank you.
Very good. So the other thing is Kamsa failed to act good because Kamsa's friends are all demons. So if your friends are all demons, it will be very difficult for you to be act pious. So it is very important to make good friends. Friends who can help you on the right path, not the friends who will tell you to do the bad things. Very, very important to have good friends, because Kamsa was never having any good friends. All his friends are demons. We will know who all are his friends now. And then even though he was born in royal family, he could not do much. A demon never cares for any good instructions. So if we are not caring for good instructions, then we become demon. So we have learned previously that if we work for Krishna, if we work for Lord Vishnu, then we will become a devata. At the same time, if we do not pay attention to the good instructions, then immediately we will become demons. So whoever may be telling us the good instructions, whether we like it or not, whether they are telling it in a very sweet way or not, if that is a good instruction, we definitely have to listen to it and try to practice that. So a demon never cares for any good instructions. He's just like a determined thief. One can give him moral instruction, but will not be effective. Similarly, those who are demonic or atheistic by nature can hardly assimilate any good instructions. However authorized it may be, that is the difference between demigods and demons. Those who can accept good instruction and try to live their lives in that way are called demigods, and those who are unable to take such good instruction are called demons. So remember that at any point of time when we are not paying attention to good instruction, then we are acting demonic. Failing in his attempt to pacify Kamsa, Vasudeva wondered how he could protect his wife Devaki. When there is imminent danger, an intelligent person should try to avoid the dangerous position as far as possible. But if in spite of endeavoring by all intelligence, one fails to avoid the dangerous position, there is no fault on his part. One should try his best to execute his duties. If the attempt fails, he is not at fault. So at any point of time in your life, even though you know that you may not be able to success, but you should never give up trying something. So here, any intelligent person will never give up trying. You should not be afraid of the biggest challenge that you have in front, or you should not be afraid of the demonic people in front of you. Actually, Vasudeva almost Kamsa is having a sword and he was about to kill. But still, Vasudeva just did not sit down and cry. He started the dialogue. He started the conversation. So he's giving his best to come out of that danger. So when you try your best, that try is what matters. Whether you get success or failure, that is secondary. But as long as you're trying, you're acting, you are doing towards solution, whatever you are doing towards solution, that matters a lot. So it is very important at any point of time not to give up. Whatever the strength that you have to work with that. See, Vasudeva did not think that, oh, I'll go home and bring my army and fight with Kamsa. Whatever he can do at that point of time, he can immediately talk. So he, instead of sitting calm or worried or crying, Vasudeva immediately started speaking. And because of he talking, Devaki gets rescued. So Vasudeva thought of his wife as follows: for the present, let me save the life of Devaki. Then later on, I'll think if I will have children, then I will think how I can protect them. So we always have to look at the immediate problem first, and we have to solve that first. We should not be worrying about the future so much that we will waste the time and not do anything. So Vasudeva immediately thought, first my responsibility is to protect my wife. Then later I will think about kids, how to protect them. So Vasudeva started flattering Kamsa. So Vasudeva knows that Kamsa is a bad person, shameless person, cruel, but still he wanted to divert Kamsa's anger and put some sense into him. So Vasudeva started speaking with Kamsa with great respect. He did not speak rudely with Kamsa, even though Kamsa was a bad boy. So even us, we have to adapt this one. When we are in a crisis situation where we have a bad person in front of us, if they are speaking bad, you also should not speak bad. You have to be little diplomatic. You should first make them calm down by praising them, by speaking with respect, by talking nicely. Then they will listen. If they are shouting and you are also shouting, then nobody is listening to each other, and there won't be any solution to the problem. So Vasudeva starts speaking, saying that, why are you getting so worried about that voice that you heard? We don't know whether it will happen or not. Let's see if it happens in future. Then I'm going to promise you, if I ever have any son born to me, I'm going to bring that son and give it to you. Now leave your sister. Don't kill her. What will she do? She is not going to kill you. And everybody knows that Vasudeva is going to keep his promise. Vasudeva is somebody who have always kept his promise, and everybody knows. So again, devotees keep the word of honor. Whatever the word they say, they will do. And demons doesn't do that. So we will see that how that will happen. I'm going to stop here and continue next week. But I have few questions for all of you. I'll see how many of you has paid attention. So who is the father of Kamsa?
Ma'am, Urugsegna.
Ugrasena, very good. And who is the father of Vasudeva? Govinda, go ahead. You raised your hand. Who is the father of Vasudeva? Who is the father of Vasudeva? Okay, Bhumi?
Surasena.
Surasena, very good. And who is the father of Devaki?
The father of Devaki
Is Devaka.
Devaka.
Devaka, yes. So, and who went to Lord Brahma first?
Bhumi Devi.
Lord Bhumi.
Bhumi Devi. Does Bhumi Devi went like that, or what is the form she took?
You went on the cow.
Cow.
Cow. So then, did they all see Vishnu? Did they all
No.
meet Vishnu directly?
No.
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 So how did Vishnu convey the message to Brahma?
From Brahma, it was meditated.
From
Brahma meditated, but how did Lord Vishnu speak to Brahma?
through like heart connect, like basically like transfer message.
Transferred message through heart. Now, all of you lower your hands. I'll call whoever has raised answer for this question. So all of you lower your hands first. So does anybody summarize to me what did Lord Vishnu told Brahma? I see Mihika. Okay. Who else? Joshna. So Mihika just say 1 point. Joshna will say another point, and Mithran will say the third point. Okay, Mihika, just 1 point you remember.
That the demigods and devtas and demigods should go and take birth in the Yadu dynasty.
Okay, very good. Joshna, do you remember anything from the message? What Krishna has given to Brahma?
I was going to say the same thing.
Same thing. Okay. Does anybody remember any other point? Whoever has read there? So he told, I am going to appear on the earth very soon with all my potencies. And he also said, who will come with him? He's
Anantasesha.
Adisesha. And he also told one more person will come with him.
Maya.
Maya. His external potency, Maya, is going to come with him. So that's what he told. So was Kamsa angry from the beginning of the marriage?
No.
Suddenly, what happened? Why he got angry?
Because of the sky voice.
Because of the voice from the sky. What did the voice from the sky told?
That
the eighth son of Devaki will kill Kamsa.
Will kill Kamsa.
Okay, very good. Did Vasudeva started crying after that? He
No.
No.
What did he do?
He just tried to explain Kamsa why he should not kill Devaki.
Very good. He started talking to Kamsa, trying to make him convince why he should not be killing. So who are demons?
And his
The
friends.
people who don't think wisely and who are not good.
So, Prabhupada has written very specifically saying who are demons. I want the exact words that we learned today. Who are demons?
Demons are people who do not follow good instructions.
Yes, demons are people who do not listen to the good instruction. Who are devatas? There was one point we learned today that
Devatas listen to good points.
Good instructions.
Devatas listen to good instruction, and devatas also do one more thing. What is that?
They worship the Lord. They worship the Lord.
No, he told us very different thing. Worshipping Lord, so many people do.
They actually take the birth in different yadus and then they worship the Lord.
No, there is one specific word.
There is no service.
They work for the satisfaction of the Lord. They want to satisfy Lord always. They just try to please the Lord always, and they do whatever Lord says. And they want only Lord's happiness. So that's why they are devatas. So demons also have one more quality. What is that?
They enviness.
Enviness. Elisha, you want to say something, Kana? Unmute yourself and say. Go ahead.
The demons are also cruel.
Yes. And what did Vasudeva do when he has to talk to Kamsa? He talked with great respect.
Respectful.
A lot of respect. But Kamsa was a demon. Still, Vasudeva gave a lot of respect to him.
Yeah.
So we learned that also. And what did Vasudeva thought first? I will protect my wife. Then I will think of this. I will think of the children. So that's what he said, and he started. And what promise Vasudeva did to Kamsa?
That he'll give all his children to him.
All his children to his brother.
He is going to give all his children to Kamsa. Wonderful. All of you clap for yourself, pat your backs. You have been such a focused kids. All of you took a turn to read, and all of you answered all the questions. So we're going to have more Q&A from next time onwards. And like this, we are going to read in detail all the pastimes of Lord Krishna. If we want to tell the story, we can tell in one line. But if you remember all the pastimes, then your storytelling with all those sequences, you can picturize very nicely. Wonderful, all the kids. I'm so proud of you. Happy to associate with you all. See you all. May Krishna bless you all with his causeless mercy. We will continue next week with all the fun, wonderful pastimes of Lord Krishna. It's going to be just more and more fun. And you all tell that story to your parents or brothers or siblings at your house. And then you will remember forever this story. Wonderful. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha. Patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Nice.
Ma'am, by the way, today is the second day of Navratri.
So kids, we have to meet on Wednesday. So see you Wednesday. Hari Bol, Hare Krishna.